All right, let's not look too far down the road. Let's go to Kansas here. They started 5-0. Everyone was like, "Wait a second, isn't Kansas a basketball school?" And the answer is yes. Yes, it is. Even though Bill Self's team lost last night for the first time in 18 games, the football team, they've lost 5 of their last 6 now. Kansas State, meanwhile, can clinch a berth in the Big 12 title game with a win. The Wildcats giving 11.5 with an over-under of 62.5. John, what's the play here for this one?
Same deal, take the under. K-State's one of these teams that they surprise a lot of people because of their physicality. This is a team up front, both offensive and defensive line, that plays like and looks like a top caliber Big Ten kind of team. And K-State's been remarkably consistent, at least when they have their starters in the game offensively. Kansas is going to show up, and you mentioned it. I mean, Kansas was the story of college football. Started out, won the first 5. They were up there with TCU in terms of the Big 12 and being the story of college football. And then they lost 5 of their last 6, have kind of fallen off the radar. Nevertheless, in a rivalry game, this is just too many points for me to consider. Obviously, I think K-State wins the game, but I do think Kansas is going to show up. Jalen Daniels at the quarterback position for them can create big plays for that offense. At the end of the day, though, I think K-State's too strong in the trenches up front at the point of attack. I think that's too many points to give up against KU in a rivalry game, but I am confident in hitting the under because I don't really think Kansas is going to have a great deal of success punching it in. I think they can move the ball between the 20s, but when you get down to the red zone, K-State tightens up. Those windows are small. Take the under and be done with it in this situation.
100%, John. That's my play on the game, under the total. A lot of it, this is going to be a great game, and this is a great rivalry. I hope both coaches stay for a while. Chris Kleiman for Kansas State's one of my favorite coaches in the country. He is a great football coach. Lance Leopold, who got the job at Kansas, look at what he's done in the turnaround there. These two are going to have a great rivalry if these two coaches will stay and go head-to-head against each other for years to come. And Kleiman loves the power running game for Kansas State. At home, that's what they're going to try to do. They're not trying to grind it out to shorten the game. That's just what they do to be successful. They'll give their quarterback Martinez play action passes. It's going to be a hard-hitting football game. As John said, Kansas State wins. They're in the Big 12 championship game. Kansas knows that, and they're already bowl eligible. Kansas wants to keep Kansas State out of the Big 12 championship game. This is going to be a great war today.
Should be a lot of fun. Kenny and John, thank you so much. So much looking forward to college football on this Saturday. Recapping the late game picks. John likes Notre Dame to cover against USC in that big game at the Coliseum. Kenny is taking the over. They both think LSU and Texas A&M won't hit the 47, so they're both taking the under. John likes K-State to cover the 11.5 at home against Kansas. And both guys actually like the under in that one as well.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.